Yo, what's the deal, YouTube, man? It's your boy First Class 305 coming at y'all again, man. This light is mad ill right now. Get this out the way right quick. Feels like I'm on y'all here having a talk with an angel. You see that? Nah, stop bugging. What's it called? Basically, I'm gonna try to keep this under 5 minutes. I just want to touch base I just want to touch base on a situation that kind of bugs me out. This is for the cats who claim to be sneakerheads. I use the word claim loosely just because I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just asking because everybody claims to be one thing or another. It's pretty much like dudes claiming to be gangsters when in actuality they live at home with mom dopes. Never been arrested, don't own a gun, don't even know how to cook or sell whatever they got to sell. Luckily, I left that alone when I was a jit, so it ain't no pressure. But basically, I just want to touch base with y'all and ask y'all a quick question, man. What is the hang up? Like, I really need to know this. What is the hang up with people being so overly conscious or overly stressing of OG Jordans? Like, I just really want to know that. Like, why do y'all put so much emphasis, or why do people put so much emphasis on OG Jordans? I just really want to know that. It's something that's always been bugging me out for a long time now. I was, somewhat of that lurk on YouTube for a while before I started doing these vlogs. I hear a lot of people, oh, those ain't OGs, and oh, I miss the OGs, and this and the third. What is the hang up with that? I hear a lot of cats talking about OG this, OG that. And honestly, I have a couple OG pairs. The only reason I have OG pairs, though, is because I was able to get them when they were OGs. I was able to get them when they were new releases. So it's not even a situation where I sat here and spent $600-700 on a pair of OG joints for the sake of, that was a little spit on there, scooping up. I ain't gonna spend $600-700 on a pair of OG Jordans just because they have the Nike Air on the back. I've never understood the concept of that. Explain it to me, because I'm somewhat of a logical individual. What for? I just want to know that. Like, explain to me what for. Whether if you're gonna do it just because you want to collect it, and the sad thing about it is that the sneaker game has been so overrun and consumed by egotistical individuals and egoism, that right now people just get in the shoe game to stunt what they have. I'm from that era where stunting was secondary to the fact that you were content with what you got. You know what I'm saying? So help me understand why it is that people are so hung up on OGs. You're talking about a shoe that you can't wear. I got a homeboy of mine. He actually posted it up on his Facebook. He broke out his OG Penny 2s, the black and Atlantic blue colorway. I know y'all remember those joints. But he broke out the OGs, pretty much identical in every sense of the word to the retros that dropped, I'm going to say 08, maybe. Don't quote me on that, because I have them, but it's one of those shoes that I pretty much wear when I gotta go to Walmart or something like that. It's not really something that I wear when I gotta make a statement. But he wore those. He decided to wear the OGs. Why? Don't know. It's retarded. Why do I say it's retarded? Because now the shoe is virtually worthless because the entire bottom fell off. Please keep in mind, everybody talks about new technology and old technology. You're talking about, you're talking about OGs where the shoe is almost 20 years old. You have 20-year-old glue, which was old synthetic glue that they used back then before the new technology, which is intended to last longer because it's made out of new components, was set into play. FDC rules as well as manufacturing rules were different back then. They weren't as strict as the guidelines that there are now. Yet he decided to wear those instead of breaking out the retros that you can literally beat on until you decide not to beat on them anymore. But he decided to wear those, and the entire bottom fell off. And the air bubble pretty much looked like, that skin that be on the bottom of your feet when you ain't get your feet, pedicured in a minute. Yeah, I get pedicured. Say something. I don't even want to hear it. But we talking about, when you got that old, that crusty joint that's on the bottom of your feet where it's all flaky and stuff. Yo, let's put it this way. That air bubble look like snake skin. And I just broke the 5-minute mark. Can't help it. Talk a lot. But fuck it. Y'all take it if you want to. If you don't, you already know what the liquor is. Yeah, but I just want to know what everybody's hang up is on OGs. I mean, I love I love shoes, period. Quality level on Jordan ain't there. I know it. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you're basing it on quality, that's fine. But when you talk about the quality of the stitching to the fact that the shoe is actually functional with these new retros, take that into consideration. You may talk about the fact that OGs are made better because the stitching is different and they use different kind of leather and they use this and they use that. That's perfect, and I get that. But stop and think to yourself, okay, the shoe is not wearable because the shoe is 30 years old. The shoe is 40 years old. The shoe is 35 years old. Stop and think about that, man. Like y'all really got to think about the broader spectrum of y'all really got to sit down and leave this nonsense alone, because it's almost like people are following the leader when it comes to that, because one person says OGs are dope and you're pretty much, the minute that you started collecting sneakers, it was embedded in your brain that OGs are the dopest that you can scoop up, which is absolutely false. You talk about shoes that are pretty close to OGs already. You talk about Fire Red 5s, which are the first shoe that comes to mind, where people say the OGs were better because the Nike Air was on the back. You know what? Nike Air is Nike Air. Jordan Brand is his own brand now. You can't expect him to make that to follow that. Doesn't make any sense. It's not even logical to think about. So you know what? Stop. Reflect on that and reevaluate your entire frame of mind. Because you're not making any sense right now, if that's what you're basing it on. If you're basing it on the fact where that's going to be your collector piece, because you want to have that in a framed case because you want to pay homage to the big homie MJ, you know what? That's more power to you. You're making sense about it, because that shoe is not intended for usage. So dropping $700 shoes just to gamble on it, because it's basically like playing craps with your shoe wear. Because more than likely, you're going to have to end up going to Foot Action or Foot Locker while you in the mall and spending another $100 on a pair of sneakers just because the entire bottom of your OGs fell off. But it's just one man's thought. I definitely want to know how y'all feel about it. Hit the comment button down there and let me know what's up. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know how y'all feel about it, because I'm always here and I want to listen. I'll let you kinfolk. First class, I'm out your ear and I'm out your face. Salute. Sneaker Fiends in the building. Yeah.